Hi, this video is part of our basic yoga tips video, and the tip that we're going to be talking about in this video is our alignment. Okay, so the first one was breathing, making sure that we're breathing, and all of those things. And now we're going to be talking about our alignment. So as yoga instructors, we come along, we ask you to rotate out your hips, that your knee comes open. We'll ask you to elongate through the spine, and all kinds of things. We'll ask you to turn your foot in a specific direction in a specific pose. So what is the point behind all that? Well, first of all, it's your basic safety. Okay, we want to make sure that you're staying safe and protected while we're doing this very active activity. The next thing we want to do is we want to make sure you're getting the most out of your yoga. Okay, and so for alignment, when we're talking about alignment, we need to be talking about what it is you're doing. What's the intention? What is the movement that's going on? Those kinds of things. So the examples I'm going to use here are lunge and then heel arch alignment. Those are very common movements and poses that we use in most yoga classes. Okay, so for lunging, just basic tips here. You want to make sure that you are, and this is just an example of why a yoga instructor may ask you to do one thing or another with your feet. Okay, you want to basically be at hips distance apart. Again, hips distance isn't here. That's, your hips are not that wide. Everybody thinks they are, but they're not. Okay, your hips are right here. Okay? That is right underneath my hips, my hip joints. Okay, for a lunge position, I'm going to step straight back. Okay, I can step forward. I'm still hips distance apart. I'm going to step straight back. That's where I'm at. My front knee is bent, and I'm coming here. Okay. So this is the idea for a basic lunge position. Now, if you're really having trouble, okay, again, refer back to your breathing. Make sure you're breathing. You're really having trouble though stabilizing yourself. We can step out just a little bit. No big deal. That's fine. Okay, what we don't want to see is way over here. Okay, or another common thing, actually the most common thing that I see is this number right here. Okay, we'll somehow come to a lunge position where our back foot is either on this side of our foot or it's actually in alignment. You're going to have trouble here. So as your yoga instructor asks you to move your foot back over, there's a reason for that. Okay, and that's to help you stabilize. And of course, there's a lot of other things for a lunge. Refer to Focus Asanas for more specifics for these particular poses. Again, we're just referring to basic alignment tips. Okay, another very common alignment that we will have you come into in a class is heel arch alignment. So basically, the front of my front foot's heel is in line with the arch of my back foot. So it literally looks like this. I'm in a line. Okay, whatever it is I'm doing here, however I'm turned, I'm in a line. So from the side, it looks like this. Okay, so it's very important. Again, as yoga instructors will come along, we'll ask you to do things like pushing your heel out. There's a reason for that. As I turn my toes out, my heel comes in. I've just changed the position of my hips. I've completely shut my hips down for probably just about every movement that I want to do. In addition, it puts a lot of strain here. It's not really something you want to do. It also helps, having your heel out helps with your balance. Okay, will keep you in this position. So those are just a couple of examples of why we want to check our alignment and then stay in alignment while we are performing our yoga. Okay? Namaste.